Hello, everyone.
Welcome to a very well-deserved Saturday. Oh,
well-deserved.
It's been a week, man.
Yes, welcome to What's Sold Saturday. Don't mind our, appearances.
I taught this week. It was good, but it was long.
We just woke up and I guess it's a lazy Saturday morning. I did not do my hair. This is the shirt I slept in, to be transparent. We went to the pumpkin walk yesterday at the Minnesota Zoo.
Oh, it was so good.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
It was literary themed. It was a night at the library, which I thought was adorable.
I'm going to be uploading a video of that on the second channel next week if anyone's interested, but that was a blast. But we have a lot to get done today, just in our regular life. So we just thought, let's just get into filming because we got a lot to do today.
I do have a lot to do today.
Mike needs his nails did.
I have to go to where do I have to go today? I have to go to the post office. I have to go to the storage unit to get our things. I have to go to Target to get something.
We have to take our family Halloween card today.
Oh yeah, I have to paint myself green.
We have to carve pumpkin faces because I'm going to wear a pumpkin head in the family card. Lots going on today.
So much going on.
And
so much.
Speaking of post office, Ryan's going to go check the P.O. box.
Let's see what goodies we have.
But then we're also going to check the P.O. box next Friday. We're going to push off the P.O. box until the end of October just in case people are sending October related things.
The Halloween thing.
Yes. And today we just don't have the time. And we haven't got the stuff yet anyways. So that'll be next
Our post
Saturday.
office closes at noon on Saturday. I think that's all of them, but it's especially irritating.
Our post office is really weird. Our most local one where our P.O. box is strange.
They're
tiny.
nice people, but it's literally in a strip mall.
It's tiny and it's weird.
Anyway.
So why we need to kind of rush through this is because I actually had a ton of sales this week. I sent out the mass offers to likers and it did work because I hadn't done that in a long time. So on the 8th I had 13 sales. So we're also not going to talk about, or I'm not going to talk about my Depop sales. I did have a few. I sold a leather jacket and stuff, but we're not going to talk about those because we just got to get through these Poshmark.
We got to get, as my mother would say, we got to get motivated.
Yeah. So this week does cover the 8th through the 14th and there was a handful of you guys that did buy from me this week, so I do really appreciate that. I will mention you as they pop up as usual. But on the 8th, like I said, I had 13.
2.
So my first one was this rare Sundance color block knit turtleneck sweater. This is adorable, and this is also Debbie's favorite sweater on earth. She used to have 5 colors of it.
She did.
You to that Free People sweater is Debbie.
Do you want
to
know
this
what
sweater.
though? I am, be warned, there will be a few in my Poshmark size large if you want. I'm parting with a few of them. I just,
Oh, because you don't need 13? Wow.
I had 9.
I took 9.
That's hedonistic
9.
and disgusting. 9 of the same sweater in different colors. That's stupid. So I will sell. I took 9. I took 9.
So this sold for 35. I get 28. This color block pattern is the rarest one, so I kind of probably could have got more. But you know what? Bye. Then I sold this athletic cashmere blend knit turtleneck sweater tunic. Sold for 21. I get 16.80. This was an older label, but it was doing very well, probably because it had cashmere mixed into it. Then to Connie. Connie popped into my closet.
Love Miss Connie.
And she wanted that amazing, fantastic, stunning, never been done, groundbreaking, vintage rare Orvis 80s plaid wool color block patterned blazer. So I had listed this for $250, and that was not out of the ballpark. That was very much aligned with comps, and I probably could have priced more. But Connie came in. She's a viewer. I was like, Connie, I'm not gonna empty your bank account for this Orvis.
No,
so I gave Connie $100 off. She got it for $150 and I get $120. And she said that she loves it and it fits perfectly and everything. So I'm very happy to hear that, Connie.
That's nice, Connie.
Give it the love that I wish that I could.
Please post outfit pics.
Yes, please.
Please and thank you.
So thank you, Connie. Then Tina popped into my closet, and Tina has purchased from me before. And Tina purchased this Queen West Halloween jack-o'-lantern basket along with this torrid velvet black floral long sleeve top.
Tina.
Super cute. And they're honestly both good for Halloween, even though one's floral. It's black velvet.
That's
cute. Very witchy core. So Tina got these for $50 and I get $40. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tina. Napoleon Dynamite. Tina.
I just thought Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Anyway, I like Tina from Bob's Burgers.
There's a lot of Tinas. There's a lot of Tinas that have altered Ryan's life path, apparently.
Tina Turner. I don't have that hair though.
So my next one on the 8th was this Rebecca Taylor floral vine structured jacket. Sold for $86 and I get $66.12. If we did a no-low, but a no-low version of it used to be really, really good. Now it's meh. Rebecca Taylor would absolutely be on there.
She's pulling it off.
Because this jacket was stunning. It was new
adorable.
with tags.
It was so cute.
Come on now. Now come on now.
And now come on now.
Now come on now.
So, this video is just references.
It's just a Wendy Williams, like, fan channel at this point.
I wanted to bring that up. So, we have had, lately we've just had so many, like, Wendy Williams references and edits into the video. Neither of us have ever seen a single episode of her.
Of the Wendy Williams
We just
show.
know the, like, memes from Twitter.
We are human beings that exist on Twitter a lot. And she also, like, through third party, exists on Twitter a lot.
Yeah. We're cusp Gen Zers, so
120%.
we only know her from the memes. My next I went to Amy. So hello and thank you to Amy. She got this and other stories striped knit varsity crew neck sweater. Really adorable. It looked like a cheerleader from like the 80s or something.
This was Connie. This would, like, if Connie was in the 80s, this is her moment.
Sold for $34, I get $24.52. Then I sold this Madewell striped thermal long sleeve dress. Sold for $30 and I get $21.32. Then Shannon popped into my closet. Hello, Shannon. She got this Athleta Aspire ruched ankle pants, and Shannon has also purchased from me before, so I appreciate that, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon.
She got this for $26 and I get $18.12, and she just purchased herself a new Brahmin backpack.
Good for her.
From Dillard's. We were
Good
talking
for
about
you,
how
Shannon.
Dillard's has the like Louis Vuitton section.
Oh,
which
the,
is
like,
weird.
the pre-loved stuff.
I only know that from living in Iowa for a
Yeah.
little bit, because those are not around here.
No,
Then I
they're
sold this Sam S13 Alley faux fur trimmed hooded puffer coat. Sold for $150. Be on the lookout, literally
Sam
Bolo
coats.
for Sam or S13 by Sam.
And now that coat season has officially sprung upon us in Minnesota and everywhere else, here we go.
Sold for $150, I get $117.32. Then I sold this pair of ASOS Elliott Western Croc embossed booties. Sold for $26, I get $18.12. Then I sold this Kate Spade red, white, blue, plaid bow bag. Sold for $49, I get $39.20. Then I sold these Vionic.
Bolo, shoe bolo, boot bolo.
Yeah, might have been a Valentine bolo, but Vionic's a bolo.
Okay, well, we let
no,
one slip.
No,
that was on the
main
regular one because it was me.
Yes. Vionic Cheryl platform lugged patent loafers sold for $68. I get $54.40. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't say it. Then I sold another rare Sundance. Sundance All's Fair aisle. Like, I'm out. Oversized.
That makes me sick.
All's Fair aisle. Oversized cardigan. Sold for $50. I get $40. All's Fair aisle.
Robert
everyone.
Redford. You better watch your
And that was
Come on now.
That was it. That was it for my 8th. Those,
Okay.
I think, all but 1 or 2 were from sending the offers.
Okay, my first on the 8th was this pair of Anthropology. This name is definitely like not speaking my syntax. It's Agatha Singer, potentially. Really cute, like very anthro, like doodly pajamas. These I'm selling for a lovely dear friend of mine. They sold for $48 and I gave her $35.
If Anthro's ever called something the doodly.
Doodly.
The doodly, scribbly, boobly, bobbly.
It wouldn't surprise me. Or like in the next future.
In
like
the next future.
In the near future. I can't talk on Sundays. Saturdays. Do I know where I am? No. Do I know any of these people? No. Then I sold a bundle of this vintage 80s dark academia green faux leather blazer with this Coast vintage Worth black leather satchel bag. Sold for $60 and I make $48.
You called it Coast, and I didn't know if you were talking about Cost or Coach.
Coach. Again, like the minute school's over,
So is his brain
the
power.
intelligence just like we plummet down to like remedial.
On the 9th, I had 6.
One.
My first one was this pair of Adriana Papel. That's always how I feel like her name should be said.
Adriana Papel.
It's very like
I
a
can see
Dial
that.
Surf and Turf. Like, there's just like a way that it
It's funny
pops
that-
into my head.
Isn't Diane von Furstenberg actually Eastern European?
Yeah,
And
she
isn't
actually
Adriana
has kind
Papel
of like
from,
an
like-
Adriana Papel.
Isn't she from
accent.
like Texas?
That I do not know.
I always thought she was like a glam woman from like Houston.
These were studded
Oh my
silver
God.
metallic loafers. These were doing like really good.
They were cute.
Weirdly. But they were a Ben's find. I would never buy anything Adriana Papel anywhere else.
I would get the beholden things,
That I would do.
comma, however.
Sold for $23, I get $16.68. I just wanted those out, or I was gonna consign them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then, so this was the morning that we filmed the boot bolo.
Oh, yes, it
Wow,
was.
I sold 2 of the boot bolos in this week. So I sold this like right before we were gonna film. And my first brand, your first brand was Vionic. My first brand was Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
So I sold this pair of Joseph tall leather Chelsea shin high boots. These
These were a moment.
So
These
cute.
were so cute.
These gave me like the Bottega Veneta vibe.
If these would have fit me, I would have kept
Oh,
them.
and the leather on Joseph boots and shoes is just crazy.
I want a pair of boots in this color.
Sold for $300. I get $240. I did have them priced at $450 or $500, but I thought $300 was pretty fair because it's slightly more obscure. Then I sold this Everlane pair of wide leg black denim jeans for $37. I get $26.92. Then another pair of boots. I sold these Anthropologie Kelsey Dagger Cliff Suede booties, sold for $58. I get $43.72. Then I sold this Reformation Susanna Bryce wrap floral dress. This was like a total blogger's favorite. Tons of blogger pictures.
This was a bins find
This
too.
was a bins find. This bins day was
Yeah,
fantastic.
this was like the bins day where like we found so much stuff that the cart was taller than we were.
Speaking of good bins days, we don't know Tuesday's video yet,
No.
still, but we know Thursday's video, I'm gonna do a solo haul, and it's a good one.
It's a very good one. It's a very good
I
haul.
had a really good bins trip, and actually at the end of this week, I've already sold like 2 or 3 things from it, so I'll talk about that when we get there. Sold for $125, I get $100. Then Matt popped into my closet. Matt and his wife watch us.
Oh,
and
hi
Matt
guys.
and his son are obsessed with Halloween. Wonderful family.
That
Love
family
them.
seems very aligned with our family's family.
So, yes, exactly, because these shirts. So Matt purchased Nightmare on Elm Street Halloween t-shirt, very me, and a Prince Paisley Park graphic band, very Debbie.
Absolutely.
And very
absolutely,
Ryan.
absolutely. I love Prince.
Sold for $40, I get $32, so thank you very much, Matt, and have a wonderful Halloween. And that was it for my 9th.
Okay, my one and only on the 9th is definitely not that impressive. It was this pair of Baldy Boutique black faux leather studded mules. I got these because they were cute and I figured somebody could wear them as like a biker Halloween costume or just like a cute little pair of booties. $15. I made $12. I saved another garment from going into landfill.
Accurate.
I can say that.
Then on the 10th, I had 4.
I had 4 too.
My first one was this Urban Outfitters kimchi blue floral embroidered mesh top.
I love these.
Sold for $25, I get $17.32. This was probably like an older Urban Outfitters piece, but as we talked about in the fall trend report, the like mesh and like sheer things are
Quite
so
popular.
in. So when I found this, I was like, done.
Sold.
Then I sold this Anthropologie Floral Night Cruise pajama soft top to the one and only, you love her, you know her,
I love her.
Glamour.
She's so sweet.
I met one of Glamour's glam babies who just moved to Minneapolis and lives like less than 15 miles away from us.
That's
at the
crazy.
bins.
Oh my god, let's go get a beer.
Yeah. Also, anyone that I'll mention you guys in the bins haul, but any of you guys that I met at the bins when I was having this fantastic bins trip, hello. Thank you for saying hi to me. Glamour got this for $35, I get $28, so thank you very much, Glamour. We love you so much.
We love her. God, she's amazing.
Then Amber popped into my closet, and Amber purchased this Lululemon wool Be Cozy knit poncho, a normal name from Lululemon.
You know what?
And
Okay,
a
that
weird
we can
name
respect
from
from
Sundance.
Sundance. So Robert Redford gets a good noodle star removed, and Lululemon
Gets
earns
one
one back, but they're still deep in the red.
Yeah.
We're deep in the red with that one.
Sold for $35, I get $28, so thank you very much, Amber. That was a super nice sweater. Then I sold this vintage Gap Gorp Core Granola Girl fleece vest. And
These
those,
are having a moment.
as you can tell, this, wow, we're the yawns.
I haven't had any Diet Coke today. I haven't had any breakfast. I'm hungry.
You poke me as if I should have made you
I'm
breakfast.
cold.
So you can always tell it's something that was meant for Depop that I put also on Poshmark when I throw in all those words. Gorpcore, if you're like, what in the world? We do have a Depop video. I'll link it below if Editing Jack remembers. We talked about like Gorpcore and all the different cores. Sold for $35, I get $25.32, and that was it for my 10th.
My first on the 10th was this pair of Anthropologie for Sanctuary buffalo check little leggings. Sold for $28. I make $22.40. I feel like I see these a lot.
Anthropologie 4 Sanctuary?
Sanctuary for Anthropologie. Other way around. Then I sold this Rails, which I have not sold a Rails in so long. Blue-white pinstripe tailored little pearl button snap, which was also an Anthropologie piece. Sold for $40, and I make $32. Then I sold this pair of Prada black slingback strap.
I can't believe you didn't say it like that. Anytime Ryan says Prada, he goes, Prada.
It's fun. Black slingback strappy heels. Sold for $100. I make $80. And then I sold this pair of Jeffrey Campbell clear heeled pointed booties. Sold for $30. I make $24.
So then on the 11th, I had 4 again.
Uno.
My first sale was this pair of Escada tuxedo side stripe straight leg pants. They sold for $50 and I get $40. I will say, this is one of those situations where it's like, I would normally default to sending to the Real, but with their like
$6.
low percents, some of these like older or more boring like luxury pieces, I just put up for like $50. And they'll like, this sold in a day.
The people that are looking for them, $50 is an amazing price because they know how much they retail
because
for.
they retail for probably $1,000.
Yeah, and they know that because they buy them full price like back in the day. And like measurements and good pictures sold.
Yeah.
And you get to keep $40 compared to $6.
Some of the stuff you may be used to sending to the real, like St. John or Rag & Bone or Vince. Just
Throw it
list
up
it
for like 25
a little
bucks to see
lower
what happens.
and it might sell pretty quick like
Yeah.
these. Then I sold this cool Nova knit cowl neck pullover. Cool, honestly, doesn't always do that good for me. I don't know why. Sold for $29, I get $23.20. Then I sold this vintage Y2K studded goth punk emo chain belt. Sold for $27, I get $18.92. Of course, that was
Love a
doing
belt.
fantastic on Depop, and it also was doing fantastic on Mercari.
Mercari seems to be the
Mercari-
little Y2K haven for some of these
Mercari
clothing.
and some of that Depop stuff.
I gotta get on that.
Then I sold this Banana Republic 2020 square neck pullover sweater. Sold for $20. A lot of 20s in this one. 2020 sold for $20.
2020.
And I get $16.
2020.
That was a very, very cute sweater.
That was a really cute
That
sweater.
was it for my
Okay, my one and only on the 11th is in the same vein as the Banana Republic, because usually the store is right down the mall. Express V-neck red velvet high-waist jumpsuit. This was cute, though. This was really, really cute. And most Express... this was adorable. And it had been worn by some very prominent loggers. And I was like, ooh, work. $30, I make $24, which is pretty good for like an Express piece.
On the 12th, I sold 5.
1.
My first sale was this Rare Anthropology snack, and yes, that is the brand, SNAK. It's an old anthro brand, but it's the type of stuff...
That's so funny.
But it's the type of stuff that they would sell, like, now. They make
Yeah.
very, very whimsical, cute things. Wool, snowflake, pullover, turtleneck, sweater. Sold for $38, I get $30.40. Then I sold... This was shocking.
These are a moment. I've
This
seen
was
like...
very surprising.
I've seen a few people, especially like the Minnesotans that I follow on the internet, have been finding a lot of these boots.
I sold this
I don't
pair
know why.
of Fry Campus lace front zip leather knee-high boots. Forget this. $200. And they were a size 6, which can usually be kind of a hard sell.
I think these are just like really popular.
I get $152.33. These were a bins find. I honestly hardly pay anything for Fry anymore because it's so hit or miss.
They stay in the bins.
Like, this can happen rarely.
If I saw these at
Very
Goodwill
rare.
for $20 though, I would
not.
at least look them up.
I would do.
I would do the minimum and Google them. And then if
Fry-
I find out that they're selling for $200,
Fry is like a 10 or under. Unless it's like the Deborah
oh,
The
those
Jabra.
like crazy studded.
with studs. Oh my gosh, those are like $800. Yeah, there's certain ones I'd pay some for, but for the most part, Fry is like, eh. Then I sold another Banana Republic, and this was the Vampire Red plaid flannel. I wanted to keep this so
This was
bad,
cute.
but it was a form-fitted flannel, and that's like not my vibe. Sold for $14, I get $11.05. Then I sold, this is from the haul coming up, so spoiler alert, this Free People soft plush squishy BFF cardigan. Sold for $40, I get $32.
I don't know about y'all, but like me and my friends never shared sweaters. I was like, that's mine, give it.
And then I sold this Christy Dawn Noir Pollinator Finley dress for $150 and I get $120. And I actually picked that one up at the beginning of fall because it gave me fall color vibes, as you can tell. And sure enough,
Love.
Cottagecore.
Okay, my one and only on the 12th was this vintage 90s Y2K multicolor beaded scrunch top. Sold for $18, I make $14.40.
On the 13th, I had 4.
I had 3.
My first one was this, another one from the coming up haul. Cabbie floral sleeve pullover turtleneck sweater. This was so cute, and I had to like pry it out of Debbie's hands. She wanted to take this from me so bad.
She's a thief.
And I'm like, well, let's see, you have 400,000 sweaters. No. So this sold for
I'm
$35,
gonna use that.
and I get $28. Then another item.
I have so many instances where that's so applicable.
Sometimes I just like make up a little thing like that, and Ryan's like, I'm taking that.
and
That
I
is
steal
so
it, and I
funny."
run right to school with it, and other kids are like, Mr. Jones, you fresh. And I say, absolutely.
So then, this is another item from the upcoming haul. I think this is the last one in this video. Polo Ralph Lauren wool tribal cashmere sweater. This freaking thing was so cute.
This was adorable.
And Polo, like if you don't know, Polo Ralph Lauren is so expensive.
It's waspy expensive. Like, it's generational wealth
This
expensive.
sweater retailed for $300. Like, it has cashmere, I get that, but like, this is their diffusion line.
Okay, but
What?
like, no tea, no shade to Pink Lemonade, Miss Ralph Lauren. TJ Maxx has cashmere sweaters for $49.99.
Yeah, really. Charter
And they
Club.
come in a plethora of
Charter
colors.
Club.
Cold.
Sold for $60, I get $48, but that sold in like a day. So, you know what? Sure. Then I sold the Spiritual Gangster Flow Your Soul sweater. Really cute graphic, really ugly name.
Ugh.
Sold for 20 and I get 16. Then I sold this Grace and Threads bat printed graphic pullover sweatshirt. I've sold this many a time. It's amazing.
There will be
sold for 20. I get 16. Last time we were at Mall of America, I saw a woman wearing it.
I saw like 2 or 3.
Debbie wants one, so if you have a large that you're selling, hit her up.
Give it
Call
to
her
Debbie.
up. Yeah.
Okay. My first on the 13th was this Free People black floral lace goth boho midi skirt. Sold for 30. I make 24. Then I sold this Rachel Antonoff knit striped maxi dress. I bought this in Texas at a Buffalo Exchange. I was super happy to find it. I sold it for $120. I make 96. Then I sold this Jonathan Simkai gray ribbed bustier top. Sold for $125. I make 100.
On the 14th, yesterday, or the last day of what sold Saturday, I only had one. We were pretty busy yesterday, too.
No.
Yesterday and today, busy days. So my only sale was this vintage Cottagecore Swiss dot mesh dress. Sold for 25, I get 20. I could have got more, but it actually had like discoloration around like the armholes. So I was like, sure.
That's somebody
It
else's
was
problem.
really pretty though, so like I didn't want to just pass on it.
No, it was super cute. My one and only on the 14th was this Y2K Susan Bristol, which if you do not know, Susan Bristol and Michael Simon are your two like go-to ugly 80s sweater brands. Michael Simon's definitely a little bit more like novelty and like themed, but Susan Bristol got them good crochets.
There's a few. Maybe we should do a video on that.
She knows what she's doing.
Northern Isle.
I wonder, did I get this in Texas? I absolutely might have, but I honestly don't remember.
Northern Isle can be.
Northern Isle's a good
There's
one.
one like Kristen Blake or something like that.
Oh yeah.
There's like a few, and then there's like the
Blake.
sweater project. I don't. There's like a couple of them. Maybe we
Good
should
to
do
know.
like vintage.
Back of the head.
We're gonna do like vintage bolo sometime. Yeah.
Teal embellished knit cardigan sweater sold for $32. I make $25.60.
So my gross for this week was $2,216, much helped by my offer to liker thing.
Yes.
So if you haven't done that in a while,
Do it.
right when this video's over, go do like 25%, 30% off mass offer to liker. It's your assignment. I'm the teacher now.
Show me your educational degrees. Show me your paperwork. Where's your trauma?
My trauma.
Where's your school trauma? Where's looking at a child's like really scary cafeteria pizza and going, that looks delicious?
Accounting school gives you trauma.
I had to do lunch duty the other day, and I forgot how like putrid awful some of these school lunches are. I looked down at this poor girl's tray, a student of mine,
of possibly
and
edible.
I was like, hey, da-da-da-da, what is that? And she looks up at me, and she pokes it with this like really depressing plastic fork that was like bendy.
And it bites her.
And no, she was like, I think it's supposed to be pizza. Okay, mine was $6.76, complete tangent.
And my net was $1,772.80.
$540.80, which I don't think is that bad.
No. Yeah. Nice. So that's all that we have for you guys today. Let us know if there's anything in particular you want to see. You want to see on Tuesday, because we still haven't decided. I did see a couple people say another thrift with us. So you know what? That just
Quite
might be
possibly.
it. We've been making fall videos now for like 3 months.
We've been making it for a
So
long
we've
time. I need a minute.
shockingly almost like run out.
I think we're starting to get to that point where we're like,
Well, it's
what
like
are we going to do?
we had like enough for all but one.
Yeah.
Like, because I know that in 2 weeks we're going to do like this spooky bolo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, we've been doing hauls because everybody loves hauls. We've been trying to do hauls every Thursday. So like we have enough for all but one. So
one.
it might be a thrift with
Well,
us.
shoot.
And honestly, maybe it'll just be like a bins one. Because like bins thrift with us are just
I
so
love
much
the
more
bins.
fun.
I know. And I
like,
get
we're-
so much better stuff for like less money.
And we're both going to the bins this week.
Quite possibly. I apologize.
But we will see you guys on Tuesday for possibly a thrift with us.
Probably.
And then I'll see you Thursday, and we'll see you back here on next Saturday.
Goodbye.
Bye.